Do you feel depressed, anxious, or worried? Mental health issues like depression, anxiety, and excessive worrying are common problems that many people face. These conditions can drain your energy, motivation, and overall well-being. The good news is that with the right treatment and support, many people find ways to successfully manage depression, anxiety, and worry. Lifestyle changes like changing your mindset around an event, exercising daily, eating healthy, getting enough sleep, and reducing stress can help. Counseling and medication are also common and effective treatments. One major cause of worrying is our own thought process around an event. And I think this is the main cause for depression and anxiety. When I read about it, it really changed my life and my perspective of how I look at events around me. According to Marcus Aurelius in the book Meditations, the events themselves are not the true cause of our feelings of worry or anxiety. Rather, it is the way we think about and interpret events that leads to worrying. The external situation itself is neutral, but our own internal judgments, assumptions, and narrative about what something means is what generates a worried response. For example, imagine you have a big work presentation approaching next week. As the day gets closer, you may worry endlessly about it, imagining all the ways you could mess up or that it could go wrong. You play out disastrous scenarios in your mind. Your stomach is in knots for days beforehand. However, the truth is that the presentation itself is just a neutral event. Standing in front of a group and sharing information is not inherently worrying. The excessive worrying is coming from your own negative thought patterns, the judgment that it will go horribly, the assumption you'll look foolish. Your mind takes this neutral situation and makes up fearful narratives about it. In reality, the presentation could go perfectly well, but all the exaggerated worries in your mind make it seem much worse. The hard part is separating the real event from your thoughts about it. Just like public speaking, most stressful situations we face in life are actually neutral. It's our perceptions about them that generate worry or anxiety. This doesn't mean real problems don't exist. But often, it's our own mental reactions that turn everyday challenges into endless worrying. Being aware of this tendency can help us address anxious thoughts and take on events with more balanced thinking and confidence. So, Marcus Aurelius suggests that to manage worry, we should be aware of how our thinking shapes our interpretation of events. Examine the narratives you tell yourself. Are you projecting fears and assumptions that make a neutral situation seem worrying? Separating events from your perceptions of them can help you gain a more balanced perspective. The quote means our thought patterns have great power. The power to turn neutral events into either sources of anxiety or sources of calm, depending on the story we tell ourselves. It's our own mind that makes something worrisome, not the thing itself. Practice this exercise. The next time you encounter an event that causes feelings of worry or anxiety, 1. Pause and take a few deep breaths. 2. Ask yourself, what is the neutral reality of this situation, objectively speaking? Describe the facts without judgment. 3. Now examine your thoughts and self-talk about the event. What assumptions or interpretations are you making? What feared outcomes are you predicting? 4. Consider, are your thoughts adding distress that isn't inherent in the neutral event itself? Are you projecting narratives that make it seem worse? 5. Remind yourself, this event itself is neutral. It only feels worrying because of the story I'm telling myself about it. 6. Reframe your internal monologue to be more balanced and factual. This is just a presentation. I have done this before. I will prepare and do my best. The audience just wants to learn. 7. Let go of imagined outcomes you are preemptively worrying about, and bring your focus back to pragmatic action steps you can take now. 8. Maintain this mindset of separating the event from your perceptions about it. Recognize when you are projecting fears and remind yourself of the facts. 9. With practice, this exercise can help diffuse anxiety and prevent neutral situations from spiraling into excessive worry in your mind. It allows you to manage your thoughts, gain perspective, and approach events in a calmer, more constructive way. If you like the video so far, I'd highly appreciate it if you like it. It might be free for you, but it would motivate me to come up with similar content for you in future. Another big cause of depression, anxiety, and worrying is living an inactive lifestyle. Living a sedentary life with little physical activity has been shown to negatively impact both physical and mental health. When we don't exercise or move our bodies regularly, it can set off a problematic chain reaction. First, inactivity causes our body's natural production of feel-good endorphins to decrease. Endorphins act as natural pain relievers and mood boosters. With lower endorphin levels, our overall mood tends to decline. Second, exercise helps reduce levels of the stress hormone cortisol. When inactive, cortisol builds up in our system and can impair cognitive function while increasing symptoms of depression and anxiety. Third, being sedentary leads to reduced blood flow and oxygen delivery to the brain. This impairs key brain functions that regulate emotions. Poor circulation to the brain can exacerbate depression. Fourth, exercise naturally increases serotonin levels, our key neurotransmitter linked to mood regulation. Inactive people often have low serotonin, which is closely tied to depression and anxiety. Finally, being sedentary removes us from natural mood-boosting environments. Outdoor activities and sunlight exposure, for example, have measurable positive impacts on mental health that counterbalance depression and worry. The cumulative impact of an inactive lifestyle cripples our body's natural defense systems that regulate mood. Strategies like regular cardio exercise, strength training, outdoor activities, and increased daily movement are essential for both physical and mental well-being. Making lifestyle changes to avoid inactivity could significantly reduce susceptibility to depression, anxiety, and chronic worry. Start small. You don't need an expensive gym membership. Even just 5-10 minutes of exercise at home can help boost mood through the release of endorphins. Do basic activities like walking around the house, marching in place, squats, lunges, push-ups against a wall, or jumping jacks. Over time, gradually increase the duration. To do this, you don't even need expensive equipment. Use whatever items you have at your home. Make use of everyday objects for resistance training. Lift books, bottles of water, or cans of food. Use the stairs often. Do chair exercises like sitting and standing repeatedly. Yoga and Pilates workouts require minimal equipment. There are also endless free exercise videos online for all levels. Search YouTube for beginner cardio workout or no equipment heat routine for options. Many require just body weight. Doing these in your living space can elevate your heart rate. You can also go with affordable options like resistance bands, lightweight dumbbells, or a stationary bike that can make home workouts more robust. But start simple until you build momentum. The goal is to prioritize consistency. Working out sporadically won't provide benefits. Exercise daily. Add this activity into your routine at set times. Consistency and gradual progression are key. One important thing: be patient and celebrate small wins. It takes time to build an exercise habit. Expect ups and downs. Focus on each small accomplishment and be proud. The goal is to increase your activity level steadily. Start where you can, leverage what's available, and don't give up. With grit and patience, physical activity can absolutely help relieve depressive symptoms over time. And you'll see great improvement within a month of exercising consistently. Another major cause of anxiety and depression is your unhealthy habits, like eating junk and irregular sleep patterns. It's understandable to feel skeptical that basic health habits like diet and sleep can improve mental health issues like anxiety and depression. Especially when you're in the depths of such debilitating conditions, suggestions to just eat better and get more rest can seem trivializing. So before you say, "Hey, I know that," let me tell you that unhealthy diet and sleeping habits are the most common causes of depression. We all know that, but we are not just ready to give up on our bad habits. So I am here to remind you that science shows clear links between lifestyle factors and mental health, and making certain changes can have a profound cumulative impact. Let's start with diet. A diet full of processed foods, sugar, and refined carbs can exacerbate inflammation, gut issues, and blood sugar imbalances. All of these directly impact mood and brain health. In contrast, eating more anti-inflammatory foods, like leafy greens, fatty fish, nuts, berries, avocados, turmeric, green tea, provides nutrients essential for neurotransmitter balance and fighting depression. Cutting sugar stabilizes energy and mood, reducing alcohol limits depressive effects. Hydrating prevents fatigue. There are even customized diets like the Mediterranean diet scientifically validated to improve mental health. Getting consistent, high-quality sleep is just as critical. Poor sleep diminishes the brain's ability to regulate emotions. Yet most Americans don't get enough sleep or have impaired sleep from issues like insomnia or sleep apnea. Prioritizing sleep hygiene helps reverse this. Having a calming nightly routine, limiting screen time before bed, avoiding caffeine in the afternoons, and using meditation or relaxation techniques can improve sleep quantity and quality. This strengthens mental resilience. The tough part is having discipline to implement major habit changes when you already feel unmotivated and low. Start very small, maybe just focusing on eating 2 servings of veggies a day, or eliminating late-night snacking. Have someone hold you accountable. Once small changes start to boost your outlook, it gets easier to add more. Regimented programs like nutritional psychiatry or exercise prescriptions can also provide structured plans tailored to your needs. So if you like the video, please consider subscribing to never miss a video from this channel. Depression, anxiety, and excessive worry are common mental health issues that can zap motivation and well-being, but treatment and lifestyle changes can help manage them. Our thought patterns play a big role. It's not events themselves that cause worry, but our interpretations of them. Becoming aware of our perspectives and reframing thoughts can make a difference. Physical inactivity also worsens mood issues by reducing endorphins and disrupting other biological systems. Starting small with home workouts can counteract this. Additionally, diet and sleep strongly influence mental health. An anti-inflammatory diet and good sleep hygiene create a foundation for resilience. Making gradual, patient lifestyle tweaks to address thought patterns, increase activity, improve diet, and support sleep can relieve anxiety and lift depression over time through their combined positive impacts.